Square Pillow Isn't Square is where you will find tips, techniques, tricks, advice, and tutorials on all things related to home dec sewing. Today I'm going to do a quick little video on one of my favorite workroom tools. I'll call it a tool, and it's called a pillow template. So I'm going to show you why this is one of my favorite things, how to use it, and why it's so awesome. All right, here is our pillow template. As you can see, this one's from a company called Rolly. Rolly is a supplier of drapery workroom products primarily. If you have a business account, a tax ID number, a trade account, you can set up an account with Rolly, and they have lots of great things. But these are also available online. You can buy them on Amazon. You can buy them from other sewing supply companies. And it is basically a rigid piece of clear plastic, and it has markings on it for a variety of kinds of pillows. The nicest thing about this is it has a nice central area where, especially on pillows, you want to highlight or focus a specific part of the pillow, of the design for the center of your pillow. This really helps you visualize that, and I'll show you how that works in a moment. And then you'll also see it's got circular lines and it's got squares, and you can also do rectangles with it in a variety of ways. This one has holes punched along the axes here, and then it also has, as you can see, little L-shaped grooves cut out of it. And this will be for the corners of your square pillows or rectangular pillows. And so I have it here on a solid piece of fabric just to make it easier to see the lines. But let me grab something that has a pattern, and I'll show you quickly why this is so awesome. So here's my little piece of fabric. You'll probably recognize it from my lining tutorial. If you're unsure about drapery linings, if you've ever wondered about what lining to use, I have a couple videos that help teach about linings, so you can check those out. So what you'll do, so this is a really nice example of a fabric that has a pretty design that I might want to center on my pillow front. All you have to do is find the area through the clear plastic that you want to center. And as you can see, I kind of have a little curved line that sort of delineates the perimeter of this central area here. So I can even use these little marks here. So this little groove is right at about 11 inches, and so this little curve here is at about 11 inches. That helps me see that my fabric is centered in this direction. And then there's also this line going this way helps you center it vertically. So as you can see, my design kind of comes together here. I might want to push that over so that the middle of my pillow is right in the middle of these two lines. And again, up here I can do the same thing. So I can quickly center my pillow both vertically and horizontally, get the image that I want, and then you will just simply take your marking tool. You can use something like a regular pencil. I'm grabbing some stuff here, hold on, bear with me. You can use something like a air and water soluble ink. This makes a pretty noticeable purple mark, but with time it will dissolve just from exposure to air, or you can quickly have it dissolve away with a damp paper towel. And I'll use this one just to show you, it'll show up really well in the video. Sometimes I'll just use a pencil, and sometimes I'll use a piece of tailor's chalk. It depends on the fabric that I'm using and what's going to show up the best. So let's just say that I have measured for my pillow cover, and if you're not sure how to do that, I also have one of my first videos I did was on how to measure correctly for a pillow cover and know the correct size to cut. But let's just say that I am making a 16-inch pillow and I'm going to cut my cover at 17 inches. you will just simply go to the mark that says 17 and you'll follow that line down to the corner. And you will just make a mark along that little L-shaped notch. Again, you follow your 17 line, 17, and 17. And now, when I remove that, all I have to do is take my straight edge, giant straight edge, and line up your marks, and you have a perfectly placed pattern in the center of your pillow. You get the idea. And I'm going to show you how the circular one works too, because that one's pretty cool. All right, there you go. You can see exactly what that pillow is going to look like, and it made it super quick and easy to do that. No more guessing, no more measuring. Now, if you want to make a round pillow, I'll put this back up here on my 17 marks. There we go, 17 marks. If you want to make a round pillow, I will just take a pin. I'll take something to secure the center, and I'm going to now have a rotational template, and all I do, get this out of the way, is, let's say I still want 17 inches, I'm going to make a 17-inch circle. I can just rotate around that center pivot point. Voila, a perfectly round circle, super easy, super fast. So not only can you use these lines to mark your fabric, to place your design where you want it, but you can also use these edges to make sure that it's along the correct grain lines. So let's say I've got a more random pattern and I decide I want these 3 leaves in the middle of my pillow. You can go to the edge here and just take a quick look and make sure that, or you can even measure, make sure that you're equal distance from your selvage. In other words, that you've got your 3 leaves design, but you don't want to have your pillow cut off grain. And a lot of times when I'm making pillows, it's easy to just line up my horizontal and vertical lines on my fabric like so, and make sure that indeed I'm cutting on the straight line of the grain. So this is, I'm telling you, one of my go-to pillow. I mean, every single time, whether it's a solid or a print, I usually just grab this because it's the fastest and easiest way to cut my pillow cover, true, square, and to the right size.